Hello dreamers, and welcome back to PERLA'S DREAMS. Virgo, Libra, Cusp. This is your reading. And again, guys, these are general readings, so only take whatever resonates and please leave the rest. Let's go ahead and let's see. What do we have? I see a lot of movement, a lot of commotion. There's some traveling here going on within like the next couple of weeks. Some of this traveling, excuse me, may be unexpected. Something kind of like, when I mean like, when it's like sudden and unexpected, it doesn't necessarily always have to be something bad. It could be like, you're cruising like online, you're checking online for certain things, and then all of a sudden you see like, oh, there's this cruise, and it's like 70% off or whatever, and it's like an opportunity or chance by chance type of thing that I'm picking up. But it definitely does look like it's a leisure, like a relaxing type of energy, not necessarily like a work related situation. All right, let's see. There seems to be some nightmares coming through for you guys. Um, pay attention, excuse me, to those nightmares, especially specifically like the animals that are presenting themselves. I am picking up a lion, and lions usually to me represents like, you know how people always say like, oh, the king of the lion, the king of the jungle is the lion or whatever. They, to me, they represent like this authority, this protector type of energy, right? This strength, this pride. And there's something within those quote unquote nightmares that is trying to be presented to you, but it's almost kind of like you're running away from what the lion is trying to teach you, or from what the lion is trying to show you in that dream. So lions embody courage, strength, leadership, and royalty. It is also a symbol of protection, wisdom, and the ability to face challenges with confidence. So, for those of you that are facing a challenging time during all of this, when like all of these dreams or nightmares are coming through, I feel that the answers to dealing with these challenges, or the answers to dealing with what is happening in your life, right, when you're awake, lies within your dreams. Like spirit is trying to connect with you through that way, through that space, to either give you the comfort or give you the answer, give you the clarity for something, but you're shying it away because you are interpreting the dream as a nightmare, right? So, and this is very simple. Like there was a few months ago, I was having this recurring dream, and I was out with my dogs in my backyard, and we were being attacked by coyotes, right? And every time I would see the coyotes, I would run in front of my dogs, and the coyotes would attack me. And this kept happening, and every time I would fall asleep, I'm like, okay, I want to go back in because I need to see what is happening here. And it took, I think it took like the third or fourth night or something before I allowed the entire dream to kind of like finish and play out, so that I could get the clarity that I needed. So that's what I feel like is happening in this instance. Like you're having the same recurring dream, but because you're seeing or you're perceiving the lion as a threat, while you are in that space, you're waking yourself up, but you're not allowing the message to completely come through. So be very mindful, be very and if you don't know how to interpret dreams and things like that, then reach out. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of readers and things like that, or people out there that interpret dreams. I personally only do it for myself and for those that are close to me. It is not something that I've studied or anything like that. But you can also like find some basic information and stuff like that online. Usually when it comes to me and my dreams, like it's very clear, like the messages are very clear most of the times, unless again, like how I said, I was running away from the coyotes and stuff like that. So yeah, so kind of like keep that in mind. There's something about the next the morning after the next full moon. When is the next full moon? I have no idea, but there's something very prevalent about that morning after the next full moon. We can look up to see when is the next full moon. Next full moon will be on May 12th. So something prevalent or something important is happening on May 13th. So May 12th is on a Monday. So there's something about that Tuesday, May 13th. I don't know who that is significant to, but there's something about that day that is very significant for some of you. And now that I think about it, I wanted to check something else. Okay. All right. So yeah, so you know, there may have been like a breakthrough. There may have been something that you have been waiting for, and it's finally coming through on that Tuesday. For some of you, this is going to be communication with again with someone that you've been waiting to hear from. So like if you apply for a job, or if you went to an interview and you're waiting to see if you're going to be hired or whatever it is, there's something very important about the day of, like, the day after the next full moon. And by the time this video is released, yeah, well, even by now, it's like the next one is May 12th. So kind of keep your, kind of keep your attention on that or whatever. Because there's major like breakthrough, major like confirmation coming through on that day. Be very careful who you are allowing to drink from your cup, is what I'm hearing. Especially for those of you that are not in a relationship per se, like you're not monogamous, like you are dating or you're sleeping around, whatever it is. Don't really care. Just be very careful with who it is that you're connecting with sexually when it comes to your energy, because there is somebody here that, again, no shame, but there is somebody that you're sleeping with, or someone, yeah, somebody that you're sleeping with that is into like, I don't know, this feels weird. I've never really picked up on an energy like this, but there's something about like somebody using the sexual energy between the two of you for like rituals or something like that, and it's like you are unaware that this is happening. I don't even know if this person is even aware of how they... Okay, so someone is using the sexual energy between you and them as a ritual something. But I feel like this person is not even aware that they're doing it, and you're definitely not aware. You weren't aware that they were doing this. But every time this person lays with you, every time this person has sex with you, things just shift for the better in their life. Like they get this, they get that, they get lucky, if that makes any sense. And I don't know, I don't think like consciously they've made the connection that it has to do with your sexual energy, but this person keeps coming back for more. So this may be like a friends with benefits or something like that, but this person doesn't really want to do anything than have sex, because again, there is this ritual energetic thing that is happening, that they're somehow unaware of how they're taking that energy to... I don't know, it's weird, because again, it's not something that I've ever seen before. I'm definitely going to look into that, because now I'm intrigued, because I know that you can use like sexual energies for a lot of things. Like you can use a lot of energies for many different things, but the way that this person like tapped into it without even knowing it, and it's like they continuously want more, because like being with you allows them, like they're living like their best lives, if that makes any sense. But there is no actual commitment between you and this person, and this is why you're being told to be very careful with this person, because this person is taking and taking and taking, but they're not putting anything back. There's no reciprocation when it comes to this energy, so just be mindful of that. All right. Okay, that was interesting. What else do we have? Again, there's a lot of activity when it comes to you guys, when it comes to like the spiritual aspect of like dream and the dream realm and things like that. There are people that have passed away that are coming to visit you in dreams. And actually, I should say you're visiting them. I was watching something one day when somebody was there was a post or something about like, what about if we're the ones that visit the ones that have passed away instead of them visiting us? And again, I still haven't looked into that, but it's definitely like a very interesting take on it. But there is something here about like someone who's passed away coming coming to you or being with you in that realm, in that sleep realm, in that dream realm. And again, these I don't know if you have made the connection between your dreams and your reality, and how spirit has been, and again, this may be just for very few of you, but it's like spirit allows things to play out in your dreams before they come out in reality. And it's like there's something within that space that is you're being asked to look into it a little deeper, or to open up within that space a little bit more. So dreams during this time, if you do not write them down, if you don't voice record or whatever, I would really encourage you to start writing down your dreams, even if it's just fractions of what you remember. um so that this way, as things start to manifest or things start to happen in your life, you can kind of look back and be like, oh sure, like yeah, this was shown to me, oh yeah, this because it's very much, and I'm gonna share this little piece, like there's certain things that the same exact way they happen in my dreams, they'll happen in real life. And I just kind of like look at it and I'm like, oh, I've been here before. Like I've done this. Like I've seen this before because I dreamt about it like 2 nights ago or whatever it is. So it's kind of like that type of energy that I'm talking about. So it's not something that you have to decipher. So let's go ahead and let's pull out some cards just to see if there's anything else. We have the Three of Wands with the Nine of Pentacles. I really do not like touching these cards that much because of the simple fact that they're very old. They're like 30 years old. So I kind of like they're very fragile in my mind. Anyways, Eight of Swords with the Four of Cups. And then we have the Knight of Swords with the Ace of Swords. So there's definitely this sense here of like, when it comes to, again, you have this energy field, is the only way that I can really explain it, where if you were to speak a little bit more directly, or let's say, I don't want to say directly, I say if you were to speak a little bit more intentional with what it is that you're trying to manifest or what it is that you want, I feel that this is something that is ingrained in you, where you are a like master manifester, if that makes any sense. Like you can make anything come to pass like really quickly, but for some reason you have been like, you've been hiding this from yourself, or maybe you haven't even realized this about yourself. This is why you have to be very careful. Like people that you come in contact with like sexually and stuff like that, is almost kind of like they can't get enough of you, where in the sense you kind of lose interest sexually from certain people very quickly, is what I'm picking up. Because again, they're just taking and taking and taking, and they're not replenishing anything. So during this time, the best thing that you guys can do is really dive into a space where you can actually like meditate and really allow spirit to show you like your own like inner gifts, and this connection between you and like the sexual energy, and you and this manifestation energy. Because again, I feel like people around you know this subconsciously, even if they're not conscious of it, and certain people gravitate to you because of this. And it's very interesting the way that it's coming up. So kind of please pay attention to that. So we're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna pull out an oracle card as your closing message, because when things begin to just repeat themselves, it is time to move on to the next, right? I'm like looking around and I'm like, I need to, and I know this is too much information, but I'm like, I really need to like do a deep dusting. We were away for a few days, and when I got back home, uh, I started working right away, and I'm like, I'm like, yeah, I should have taken that first day back and clean, because like you could tell we were not here. Um, and I feel when the house is clean, you can see the dust more. I don't know. It's, I'm a little off schedule right now because we were away. And I'm still kind of like getting back on track on everything. But I'm trying to get these readings done because I'm going away again in a couple of days. So I'm like, I'm only going to be home for like 4 days. So I'm like, I need to take advantage of those 4 days before I go back away. All right, so we have the Druid. Hold the space. Hold the space. So let's go ahead and see. Yeah, between like now and I want to say like beginning of June, I'm going to be in and out of the house a lot. Traveling. Page 30. And then I'm going to take the whole month of June to just kind of relax and be home. Well, not really. I'm going to be doing day trips instead with the kids. Hold things together. Don't make any sudden move or changes. Stand strong, knowing you are where you are supposed to be. So, again, with all of this information, all of these things that are coming through for you, like especially when it comes to your spiritual aspect, right? The spiritual side of you. Don't be afraid of it. Don't feel like you have to make any sudden changes. Don't feel like you have to dive into anything, like you have to, one of the things that tends to happen is like when people are first beginning to walk this path or whatever, they feel like they have to change every aspect of themselves. Like, oh, I need to become a vegan, or I need to become a carnivore. I need to become this. I need to become that. And it's like, no, this is not about changing everything in your life to fit a certain image, right? This is about learning who you really are and to really allow yourself to embrace and embody who you are. So during this time, really hold that space for yourself so that you are able to allow spirit to show you those parts of yourself that maybe you suppressed, maybe these parts of you that maybe you hid without knowing, because you were in a survivor mode or whatever it was. So honestly, like, allow yourself to stay grounded in who you are and what it is that you want and what it is that you're going after, or whatever it is, without allowing, let's put it this way, especially these people that you're connecting with or you've connected with like sexually or anything like that, to come and take any more from you. So be very intentional when it comes to sexual energy. Now, with that, I do want to say sexual energy is not just intercourse, right? Sexual energy is also expressed through creativity. So when we talk about creativity and sexual energy, be mindful of who you are sharing your creative energy with, your creative thoughts with as well. All right? Well, that is all that I have for you guys. As always, thank you for your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done so, go ahead and do so. We would love to have you. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Love you all. Mwah. Bye-bye.